What is up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be working on the DY12 and going over some of the basic operations for this shotgun. So first thing is first, we have our magazine out of our shotgun. It is clear. We have our range flag out. There is nothing in the chamber, nothing in the mag well. We are safe. Always make sure that you have no live ammunition on your workspace when you are not at the range. When you receive your Derya for the first time, you will receive it in this position as such. Okay, but the bolt itself will be out, so you will receive your Derya basically as such. Bolt is very easy to install. There is a notch. It's vice versa. You don't have to put it any specific way. You can go either way, will fit just fine. Inside of that recess in the bolt, there is a ball bearing. That ball bearing is what holds that charging handle in place. As you can see, there's a little hole. That ball bearing goes into the hole, creating pressure to keep it in place until you manually pull that guy out. So to insert, all you got to do is into that notch, straight down. You'll feel a click, and that is set, ready to go. You can now pull the charging handle back, lock the bolt, and remove your flag. So basic operations for the DY12. You have your charging handle on the side. Now the charging handle will only work when either there are live rounds in your magazine or if there is no magazine within. Because if you have, mind you, this is a empty mag. If you are on empty and you slide your charging handle back, it does have a bolt hold open function on it. So as long as there's an empty mag in there, it will not let you release that bolt until you either remove your magazine or you have a magazine with live ammunition in it. At that point, you can actually bring down your charging handle. Only options for the bolt to go forward is either removing your mag, at which point there's no tension from the follower. The back of the magazine, this portion right here, is giving the signal to the bolt, so it won't be able to go forward until you remove that. Your other option would be to have a loaded magazine inserted, at which point that follower will be down low enough to be able to let your bolt forward. Your mag release is right on the side of the weapon. So mag release is this large button you see right here. You can press in and that will release your magazine. It is not ambidextrous, it's on the right side of your firearm. So push in, magazine releases. You have your fire control back here. Trigger, safety, on position when it's 90 degrees down. When it's horizontal, you are on safe. So safe and live. Okay, your sights, flip up sights, you have your front, they are actuated, so they just got a little bit of tension on them. All you got to do is flip up with your finger, they hold up. Same thing goes for rear sights, just flip up and they will stay sturdy in there. So your rear sight has your windage adjustment knob on the right hand when you're behind the rifle. If you're in front of the rifle, it's on your left hand, but you can adjust windage left and right movement with that side knob. Twist forward or rear to move the windage on your rear sight left or right. Front will just control your elevation. So to do so, it does have a turn knob right there in the center, but right here on the center it has a turn knob, so you can adjust your height for your front sight. Now, same thing, if you have an optic on here, let's say you have a red dot or a scope, and you do not need to co-witness, or you do not need your sights at the moment, you could just simply fold them down and you have a clean, sleek upper for you to just utilize your red dot or your optic on there of choice. We have sling points. We have sling point towards the rear of the rifle, sling point towards the front of the rifle. So you have your two sling point attachments, and you have your collapsible stock, which comes with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you have your rear stock, collapsible stock with 5 positions, which can adjust for length, and cheek riser located on the right side of your buttstock. This allows you to get a higher cheek weld if necessary on your rifle. So you can actually adjust the height on your cheek weld, whether you need to go higher or lower depending on the optic that you are using. Once you have it set to the correct height, tighten down on that screw to maintain it at the height selected, and you are set to go with your stock. On the left side of our rifle, you'll notice there's a little lever right here. That lever is your bolt hold open or release. So to hold it open, you push your bolt rearward, pull out on that lever, and that will retain your bolt open. As you can see on this side, your bolt is retained open once that lever is pushed out. Now, to release your bolt, let's hypothetically say you have a loaded magazine. We can do this by inserting a dummy in our mag. So we have a 12 gauge dummy. This is just a simple dummy cartridge for demonstration purposes. So we have our dummy loaded in. We insert our dummy into the firearm. So now when you actuate the bolt release, since there is a round there, you actuate it, that will release the bolt as soon as you hit it in. So imagine you're at the range, you just want to drop the bolt. You can either pull down on the charging handle as so to load, or you can, on the other side of the controls, just hit the bolt release, and that will automatically release your bolt, carrying your live round into the chamber. Another option of this rifle is you have your M-lock system on the front of your handguard. So your handguard does have an M-lock system, and if you can tell that circle right there towards the back, that's a quick disconnect point, so you can use that for your sling. If you're using a single point or a multi-point sling and using a quick disconnect, you can use either that hole, which they have on the right side, we have one on the left side, and we have one towards the rear of the rifle right under the buttstock itself. That is a quick detach point as well. Other than that, any of your M-lock systems, any of your M-lock attachments, better yet said, attach right to your rail up front. You have M-lock points in the front, bottom, and you have your standard Picatinny rail up top, full length from back of receiver all the way to the front of our handguard. So you can attach any sort of accessory to that, including your Picatinny, short Picatinny rails up front, where you have this one sling point, and on the opposite side you have the same mini Picatinny available for weapon light or any other attachment that you like. So that brings us to the conclusion of the basic operation of the DY12. If you guys enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, hit the subscribe button. As always, thank you guys for watching. Catch you on the next one. Peace.